I first came across Dr. Murray Bowen's family systems theory in the early 1990s. I was doing postgraduate training in New York in couple and family therapy, and this theory opened up a new way of seeing things, to seeing beyond the individual and seeing how the individual is always part of a bigger relationship unit, particularly their family, but any group that's important to them. And what this showed me is how we're always affecting each other. For example, we're so sensitive to family members. I heard my husband sigh last night while he's reading an email, and immediately I noticed my own stress response just spike in as I'm sensitized to him. And this is what us humans do in relationships. And in my book, Growing Yourself Up, what I'm doing is taking this rich theory that Bowen developed, a systems way of thinking, taking the jargon out of it and applying it to each stage of the family life cycle, right through from leaving home through to old age and death in the family. The book, and indeed the theory, is not about quick fix techniques. You can find plenty of that in other books out there. This is a theory that looks at understanding patterns in relationships. And there are predictable patterns such as the familiar relationship triangle, where two people detour their own tensions by focusing on a third party or going and venting to a third party about the other. There's the pattern, kind of the seesaw pattern of over and under helpfulness, where the very helpful person relates to the needy person and the needy person becomes increasingly helpless in that dance. So it's all about learning to see these kinds of patterns, and indeed looking at our family of origin, where the patterns developed in the first place, seeing how they shaped our parents, our siblings. I'm often asked if there's one key theme in the book, or indeed in the clinical practice of Bowen theory. And I think that the key to it all is that you work on yourself in order to have healthier relationship systems. You give up the futile effort to try and change others or blame others, and by working on our own growing up efforts and changing our part in unhelpful patterns, we can bring more resilience to ourselves, but indeed we can bring more well-being to the people that we care about.